Hey guys, welcome. This is going to be a reading for what's coming up possibly in July for you. So we're going to go all the way from Aries to Pisces. So we'll look at each individual zodiac sign. Timestamps will be down below. And yeah, let's kind of see what comes up for you guys. We're going to pull some oracles. I have them, I'm sitting on the floor. So I have two different oracles kind of splayed out. So I'm going to randomly pick for each sign, and then we will pull on the tarot as well. So yeah, July predictions. So definitely could be not happening yet since we're still in June when I'm releasing this. So just kind of keep that in mind. It might not necessarily be your story right now. You guys can check out your sun, your moon, and your rising sign to kind of give you more of a complete picture of what could all be happening. And yeah, let's kind of see where we go. So let's start with Aries here. What does Aries need to know for July? So we have Temple Path and we have a tall tale with a little guy that looks like Pinocchio on it, sitting on a hat. So I almost feel like you've been like on a long journey, possibly, Aries. Like, I don't know if maybe you're physically traveling, but what I'm kind of getting more so is that it's like just your path in life has felt very long. So maybe where you're trying to go. I also feel like there's an element of like something in the past maybe not being true to who you were. And so now you're kind of like, maybe some of you like moving in a new direction this month. With regards to, yeah, just like your life in general. We'll see if there's like specific messages that come out here in the tarot. But kind of what I'm getting is like a tall tale. It's like telling yourself a lie, or someone, it's almost like, yeah, like inauthenticity of like where you were and where you're going. You're kind of almost like seeing what's not in alignment with you anymore is kind of what I'm getting, Aries. And I feel like there's some change here as well. So let's see, what does Aries need to know for July 2021? Ace of Pentacles is the situation. Your block is the Six of Wands. The outcome is the Empress. The way that you can overcome the block is the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. So definitely, again, I feel like something that wasn't in alignment with you. I feel like a lot of you are moving in a new direction. Like whatever this was, somebody could have like betrayed you, or a situation you could have felt betrayed in. But there's definitely a new situation here that's coming up for you guys when it comes to your life in July. There's a new opportunity. Some of you, this could be financial as well. But whatever it is, I see it growing here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress as the outcome. So there's going to be a lot of growth and expansion. Now it's interesting because your challenge is the Six of Wands. So I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe the challenge is to make something successful or to feel successful. Some of you as well, this is like your ego getting in the way. So maybe being a little bit more humble might be good if that's the case for you guys. But others of you, it's almost like if it feels like you're not achieving the success, or if you're afraid of success, like take baby steps is almost what I'm getting. Like take things slow and don't be afraid to, as long as you're taking some action, I feel like this is going to grow. And like the Ace of Pentacles into the Empress energy doesn't happen overnight, you know? Let's clarify this Ace of Pentacles. We have Temperance. Yeah, so patience, right? Taking time. But I also feel like, again, it's like the right path for you. This new opportunity is the right path. So if there's a new thing that comes towards you that feels like it could be something that grows into something more, I feel like trust that intuitive aspect of yourself, because I feel like there's kind of like guidance. It's meant for you, and I feel like it's actually going to bring a lot more balance and stability into your life. Let's clarify the Empress here. Wheel of Fortune. So you guys have a lot of major arcanas as well, but again, this is abundance. A lot of growth, a lot of abundance coming in, and a lot of changes in your life that are definitely, I feel, gonna be moving you forward even into kind of the rest of the year for some of you. We have strong Sagittarius energy here. So some of you could be dealing with Sagittarius. You maybe have that in your chart. And as well with the Empress, there's like Libra, Taurus energy. So there's definitely change. Some of you as well, like I almost feel like if you're looking for love, like there might be a person here. Some of you need to put yourself out there a little bit more. But I also feel like if you're not in a relationship, that could be changing as well with the Empress energy, because that's like the mother kind of. The mother and the father is the Emperor. So there definitely could be like, I feel like you're going to be in a position to attract that towards you as well. You're just going to look very attractive, very abundant in July. But I definitely feel like good finances, if you're focused on something or there's an opportunity in career that comes in for you guys, I definitely feel like it is going to help improve your financial situation, or just like add another source of income, which just levels you up a little bit. So your advice is just to kind of like take things slow, be humble, right? And just keep moving on the path that like feels really good to you, and don't deceive yourself or other people, or don't let other people deceive you. You know, if things don't feel like it's in alignment with you, let it go. So, but I kind of already feel like you're doing that. So that is what I have for you, Aries. We are going to move on. Once I can get these situated. All right. Let's move on. We're going to move on to Taurus. Just got to figure out where I'm going to put these cards. I've never sat in this position here yet. Okay, Taurus, let's see what is going on for you. All right, so Taurus, we have cornucopia, number 11, abundance, and then we have wish upon a star, number 39. Okay, so actually, no. I was like, does that add up? I can't do math. It adds up to a 12, which breaks down to a 3, which is like kind of like Empress growth energy, like building upon something. So I feel like you're definitely focused on something that you want, something that feels really good, something that you feel is going to bring you abundance, or something, whether that's a relationship, like you just might want a relationship or looking for a relationship that gives you all that you need, all that you could ever want. So for some of you, that is what you're looking for. Others of you, it's like, it could be money in some sort. Some of you, it's like a job, like looking for your dream job, or something that like lights you up passion wise. Like there's some sort of hope and dream, wish fulfillment that you're looking for here when it comes to July. So let's kind of see what the tarot has to say for you, Taurus. Taurus, what does Taurus need to know? Let's see what Taurus needs to know for July 2021. Situation, we have the Lovers. The block here is the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. And the outcome is the Seven of Wands. How you overcome this obstacle, we have the Hanged One. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. So a lot of major arcanas here. Taurus. We have Cancer, Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces. So you could be dealing with any of those signs, or maybe that's just something that's in your chart. So your situation with the Lovers here, again, some of you have relationships on the mind. You're looking for that union, and you're really hoping for a situation to come together. Some of you, this is a choice as well. Like you may have a choice in something. This is about moving you forward ultimately with the Chariot, like overcoming obstacles, because it's interesting, your challenge here is the Wheel of Fortune, which what I'm getting from this is like you're stuck in a cycle, you're stuck in a pattern that you're almost like needing to break free of. And I feel like the way that you do that is by shifting your perspective with the Hanged One, and also pausing to reflect, and not just trying to rush things. Some of you really need to kind of like do something that kind of helps you get into this space where it's like, you know, whether it's meditation or just like taking time, maybe taking a holiday, something to kind of clear your mind, which allows you to move forward. Because a lot of you really want, what I'm getting strongly is relationship. It's like you really want this ideal, your ideal type of a relationship here. And in the outcome, we have the Seven of Wands, which tells me that you're finally setting boundaries. Like, I feel like, again, you've been stuck in a cycle that's just not working for you. And it's like, if I want this cornucopia, I need to kind of set boundaries and not accept anything less, is kind of what I'm getting. So I feel like there's an element of pausing and reflecting on the past in order to achieve, you know, what it is that you truly desire, whether that is love or whether that's something else. And with the Chariot at the bottom here, like, I do see you overcoming obstacles here and moving more towards that cornucopia, that wish, but it's almost like it's not here yet. It's almost like it's not here yet. You're waiting for it. But some of you are like, it's not here yet because you need to see something from a different perspective. You need to look at something from a different perspective, and maybe that's boundaries, like maybe that's standing up for yourself. Let's see what the Lovers is. We have the Page of Swords. So again, just like learning more almost, and observing like your situation. Again, some of you maybe need to make a choice and you're kind of like sitting back on it. For your situation, like you're kind of watching something. There could also be like, if this is relationships, it's like you see a certain type of relationship in your life. So maybe you have like friends or family that like, you're like, man, I just want a relationship like that. You know, they get along well, they work out their problems, you know, it's not toxic, it's not all this, any of this other like, you know, junk. And it's like, you haven't really been able to achieve that yet. And so you're kind of just like, there's almost like an element of learning here, but like learning from the background. Like, you're not actively doing anything, I don't feel, to get into this relationship. But I feel like it's almost like you have to learn a little bit more. Let's see what the Seven of Wands is. We have the Strength card. So again, standing up for yourself. Standing up for yourself. And like, some of you are going to be kind of holding back a little bit from what it is that you want. But again, I feel like you're actually gaining strength here. Like, you have a lot of major arcanas here. Out of 6 cards, 4 of them are major arcanas. And I mean, 7, we have another one here, right? So I think you guys are learning courage, learning strength, and like almost figuring out like how to actively go out and get what you want, being confident in yourself that you can achieve something. And again, not settling for less is almost what I'm getting. So there's an element of like needing to shift a perspective on like maybe the way you've been living life, or how you've been creating things in your life, or, you know, the cycles, the patterns you've been in, whether this is money or this is career. This is all about abundance, right? With this cornucopia and the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you feel like this is blocked and you need to shift your perspective of, you know, maybe some of you believe that you're never going to achieve abundance, right? You keep hoping for it, but you don't actually believe it. And so I feel like there's an element here of shifting your perspective and knowing that you can achieve something, especially when it comes to like relationships. But you just have to believe that you're capable of having it and not settle for anything less. Because when you settle for something that you don't actually want, it's telling the universe that you don't want what you think you want or what you say you want. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you're doing the opposite of what you're telling the universe that you want. So it confuses things and it doesn't allow your manifestations to come in. So that is pretty much what I got for you, Taurus. Hopefully that resonated. You guys can always come back to it if you want. We are going to move on to Gemini here. So let me just shuffle these cards up quick, and then we'll pick some oracles. I didn't want to sit at my desk because I I didn't want to sit at my desk because it's been bothering my back. And I think it's like the table to chair ratio. You know, the height. It's not very ergonomic, essentially. Okay, Gemini. So let's see what is going on for you, Gemini. All right, so we have strategy, number 21, which breaks down to a 3. And then we have a higher view, number 41, which breaks down to a 5. So looking at something from a different perspective, you're definitely trying to achieve something with the strategy card here. Like you're trying to figure out, how can I obtain what it is that I'm looking for? Some of you are reevaluating something that you've already been dealing with, right? So you're kind of trying to look at a situation from a different perspective, a higher view. Some of you are also taking the high road in the sense of if you're trying to fix a situation. I feel like you could be, like, again, you're just trying to be open to a situation as well, especially if it involves other people. Like, I feel like maybe you're trying to be like, okay, well, let me look at this from a different situation or a different perspective so that, you know, we can figure this out. We can strategize how we're going to solve this problem. So there's some sort of like resolution that you're looking for, but also with the higher view, I'm getting like change with the 41 card being a 5. Change so that we can grow from this, with the strategy being a 3. So it's like you're trying to improve a situation in your life. But again, you're trying to be very open to it, Gemini, but also I feel like devil's advocate, maybe, like, you know, kind of looking at both sides of the coin is kind of what I'm getting. So let's see, Gemini, what is going on for Gemini in July 2021? We have the 3 of Swords for the situation. The block is the Ace of Swords. The outcome is the Hierophant. And how to overcome the Ace of Swords in the challenge, we have the Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. Again, it's like you're trying to gain a higher perspective or look at things from a different perspective to find happiness for a lot of you. Because I do feel like in this situation, and this could be you or this could be another person. Again, I feel like it involves other people. But with the 3 of Swords, it's like you're currently not happy. And so I feel like you're trying to figure out, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this energy of the 3 of Swords? Your block is clarity. Like, you just don't have the clarity, or you can't find the clarity. Some of you also feel like you're just not being successful in this situation with the Ace of Swords. Like, you just don't feel like there's a clear win. And I feel like your advice in order to overcome this block, and some of you, the block is in communication as well, like clear communication is not maybe happening. So your advice, I feel, is to move forward with passion. Follow your passion, follow your desire. Maybe for some of you, this is like doing something that's like more passionate, or it brings more passion into your life. Again, it's like how are you going to get things moving forward and taking action instead of just waiting for something to be given to you. So some of you, it's like there could be a block in communication. And so it's like, if you really want to move this to a better place with the Sun, you might have to be the one who, again, takes the high road and says, okay, what are we going to do to figure this out? We need to figure this out. I feel like this involves another person. If this is not another person and it's just you and your life, it's like you're trying to get your life to a whole nother level. And instead of waiting for things to just like appear for you, you have to actually take action. If you are not happy with your life, Gemini, you have to put the effort in to change it, is what I feel. Because I do see the Hierophant here in the near future. So some of you are going to be committing to something or someone. I also feel like with the Hierophant, there could be there's an element of learning and evolving here. yeah, like learning and just like evolution. So again, like if you're trying to get something to the next level, I feel like it will be, but you're going to have to take action in order to get something. And some of you, it's like viewing things from a different perspective. You're going to have to like look at things maybe from a different person's perspective, right? Seeing both sides of the situation. Some of you are going to have to reach out to resolve a situation with somebody else. So if you want to resolve something with somebody, you may have to be the one to reach out, or maybe this person will be. It kind of depends. I'm reading it more as you though. So let's see what this Three of Swords is. We have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, you're trying to like cut this out. You don't want to be in this Three of Swords anymore. Some of you are really closed off though because of your heart being hurt or broken in a situation. So some of you are very cold towards this situation. You're not very open. And so I think that's where this like higher view comes in. It's like being open to hearing somebody's side of the story, or being open to looking at things from a different perspective. Because I feel like a lot of you aren't at the moment, but this could be what you're kind of going through through July. So let's see what the Hierophant is. Page of Wands. Again, learning, new journeys, new paths, opening up a new phase in your life, right? Like evolving and getting things to the next level is honestly what I'm feeling. And some of you are definitely starting a new commitment. Like this could open up the door for something. So some of you could end up back in a commitment that you were in previously. Like I see some of you resolving a relationship here, kind of like rekindling or talking to somebody again. And others of you, this is just like you've learned a lesson and you're having victory about like how to move forward in life. Like if you're not happy where you are, letting something go here is going to be beneficial, but you need that clarity to take action. So again, strategizing how you're going to move forward. And some of you don't need to have it all planned out. With the Knight of Wands, like he doesn't necessarily know where he's going, but he's excited and he's motivated and he's inspired. So he just kind of takes action. So some of you, it's like as you journey through this, you're going to get the clarity you need. You're going to learn things along the way, right? So some of you, it's just starting something and moving forward and like figuring it out as you go. But a lot of you, it's like you have to shift something in your outlook you have to shift, which will help you see the path forward, or see something opening up for you. So I don't know if that made like any frickin' sense, but that's what I have for you, Gemini. We are gonna move on to Cancer. So Cancer, we're obviously in your season right now. Leos will be at the end of the month, but lots going on in Cancer season. Hopefully you guys have a good birthday. Let's see what Cancer needs to know. What does Cancer need to know? Take this one. All right, so we have Angel of Strength, number 50, breaks down to a 5, and we have The Rose's Kiss, number 9. All right, Cancer. There is like an element of being protected. There's something though that I'm picking up with this Rose's Kiss about like thorns, right? The being pricked by something, like in the sense of like, you know, it's like a rose is so beautiful and so yeah, just so beautiful, and it's always so desired, I guess, in a way, like from a plant perspective, that I feel like it's almost like you're being protected in some aspect, like because the thorns on the rose, I think, I'm pretty sure are made, I don't know a whole lot about plants, but if I had to guess, it would be that, you know, they're protecting the plant, right? They don't want to be endangered, right? Or injured in some aspects. So the thorns are there to keep out predators essentially from the plant. So it protects it. But I'm also seeing that with the angel of strength, like she's got that lion in front of her. Like, don't you think about coming forward here? You know? So there's like an element of protection here. So this could be just you doing this to yourself, like protecting yourself. It's like you're very alluring to people, because I am picking up like, you know, that like Leo energy of like attraction and kind of like fire. So I feel like you look very attractive at this time, but there's almost like clear boundaries is almost what I'm getting. Like you're protected because it's like, don't cross me, don't try to do the wrong thing, and don't try to, I don't want to say attack, but it's like, don't try to treat me poorly is almost what I'm getting. So let's see what the tarot has. I'm trying to like, I'm getting messages, but it's like, I can't figure out how to put them into words, you know? It's like an energy and I'm like, I can't, how do I say this? Okay. Cancer for July 2021. We have the sun. You definitely could be dealing with a Leo, or you're like a cusper possibly. So, or you have just like Leo in your chart as well. So we have the sun as a situation. The block is the 5 of Cups. And the outcome is the moon. Interesting. How you overcome the block, we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. So I don't know if something's falling apart. There is an element of like relationships here. Like we have the masculine, the feminine, the sun and the moon in the situation and the outcome. We will get clarification on that. But again, your focus is the sun. So some of you, it's like, it could be happiness, obviously, joy, wish fulfillment. Some of you, it's a new beginning in something or like a new aspect. Some of you are just blossomed. You're in this energy. And again, it's like the boundaries of the rose and the prick there is like, again, you're very alluring. Everybody loves the sun, right? You're very alluring. You're very attractive at this time. But there's also an element of protection where it's like only allowing the right people in. People are very attracted to you. You're very like charismatic, looking like you have, you know, like you enjoy your time, you're fun. There's a lot of like fresh energy about you. And I feel like your block right now is the 5 of Cups, which tells me that like there's something from the past that it's kind of like holding you back. I feel like you're working through this energy. I feel like something could have ended possibly for some of you. But it's almost built up this strength. And it's like you're not going to get hurt by this again is kind of what I'm feeling. But it's still like lingering in your energy. Some of you, this could be blocking you from like finding this new relationship. But I do see like, so the advice to overcome this is the 8 of Cups. So to walk away, right? Leaving this situation behind, no longer giving it any of your attention. And it's interesting because the moon is in this 8 of Cups. And almost what I'm getting is that this 5 of Cups, this happens at night. Your challenge is like, you know, during the day, you look great, you're happy, you're motivated, people don't think there's anything going on. But at night, it's like, this is when all the emotion and the fears and the sadness come up. And I think it's from the past. Now, you guys, I feel, are going to be working through this. We have the moon here, so it's like illusions are coming to light, I feel, for a lot of you. There's an element of like looking at the shadows, like being more aware of the shadows is almost what I want to say with the moon there in your outcome. So let's see what the sun is. Let's clarify that. We have judgment. So again, like a new day, right? Something ending, and now you're in this new space. You've put something to rest, and now you're in this new space. It's a brand new day. For you guys, I feel like you're just in this really new, fresh energy this month. I think this is just like, I don't even really know if this is like with regards to people. It's the moon. King of Pentacles, some of you don't even know, this is like a masculine for a lot of you, but you might not even see this coming in. So some of you, this is still hidden from you, or like you don't really know this person yet, is kind of what I'm getting. This person's very stable. And again, a lot of you are going to become very comfortable with your shadow aspects, right? So you're going to become very comfortable in who you are, what it is that you do. Some of you are also going to be very like financially stable. So if you're working on something financial, I feel like things are going to be very under control. But some of you are still suppressing some of your emotions here in the near future as well. So it's almost like you're giving off this persona that, you know, I'm happy, I'm good, like, no, it's all good, nothing's bothering me right now. You know, working on the emotional side of things. Because I think some of you are afraid of getting hurt in the future. So there could definitely be somebody possibly who's coming in here. It could be an earth sign. We have Cancer, Leo, Scorpio. But I feel like there's going to be big changes here, especially. So I just see you guys kind of working through an energy here of like emotional stuff, which I mean makes sense for Cancer season, right? But it's working through emotional things. But I feel like you're entering a new phase into your life. I do feel like there's a new phase that you are walking into. Some of you just don't really know where you're going, which is not a bad thing because I feel like you're going to figure it out along the way. But just be cautious or be mindful of not suppressing emotions or suppressing how you feel. Some of you could be very focused on work to kind of help process this kind of stuff too, right? So you're not necessarily like focused on your emotions or sitting in your emotions all the time. But there's definitely a protective element of like protecting yourself or you know, being protected in kind of as you go through this. So that is what I have for you, Cancer. We are going to move on to Leo. So let's see what's going on. Leo. So we have community and we have great big love. Community is number 7 and 26 breaks down to an 8. So some of you could be very much in love, a great big love. There could be somebody you guys meet in public. I also kind of feel though that like there's just supportive people around you, or you're spending time with people who love you, enjoy your company. But the great big love, I believe, is like almost kind of like the Ace of Cups energy in this deck. So there's definitely like love blossoming. Some of you are just feeling very appreciated in your community as well. Some of you, I want to say your community is growing, or you're entering. Some of you are like entering into some sort of new community. That could be work, that could be where you live. All right. Your situation, we have the 2 of Cups. We are in a time period too of like Venus and Leo, so, and Mars and Leo, so that could definitely have an influence here too. So your situation is the 2 of Cups. Your block here is the King of Pentacles. Your near future or the outcome here is the 4 of Pentacles. And how we overcome the obstacle, we have the Fool. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have Justice. So there's an element of like stability and balance here as well. So some of you are really trying to balance out kind of your work life and your home life. I feel like you do kind of have like relationships or some sort of partnership here on your mind. There's a focus on love here this month for you guys in July. And I kind of feel like some of you are dealing with like somebody who is a Capricorn. Like, I want to say Sun in Capricorn because the Four of Pentacles is the Sun in Capricorn. The King of Pentacles here in your block, I feel like it's a person. There's a person here or a situation. It could be even a boss for some of you. You're letting something go. That's your advice, is to let something go here. Break free of this situation. Some of you, it's just like stagnancy. So especially if you've been like working a lot, focused on your work, or just like the mundane things in life, I feel like stepping out of that will be important this month, especially if you're looking for love. But I do see, like, I don't know if you're closed off or just like, again, trying to achieve a goal, being determined to get to a certain place here with the Four of Pentacles. Justice here, again, it's like, this could be a relationship. Libra, Aries, Capricorn is what I'm getting strong, or Taurus. But I feel like, again, there's just like balance, harmony. Some of you are really looking for a harmonious relationship. You're looking for a better relationship. And I feel like you're trying to break free of a different one. So some of you could even be with this community, be dating, like you could be meeting new people and trying to find, okay, who is my Two of Cups? Who is, you know, who's going to offer me that? So let's see what this Two of Cups is. Four of Swords, you're thinking lots about it. It's on your mind. Possibly for some of you, it's like on your mind at night, like you're thinking a lot about it when you're sleeping or laying down or when you have downtime. Like, again, especially if you're focused on career or you're busy with your career, I feel like there's possibly the relationship aspect is very heavily, I feel like, weighing on you. What's this Four of Pentacles? We have the Magician. So again, a lot of you are going to be achieving your goals is what I see coming in for the outcome. And like a determination, again, to like get what you want. What I'm trying to manifest, this is what I want here. But I do feel like you're either very supported in what it is that you're working on financially. Some of you maybe don't know what to do about a partnership. You're trying to figure that out. Some of you are not talking to somebody currently. Again, so this could be the person you're trying to break away from. Some of you are considering leaving a job in order to achieve something more personal in your life, like a different kind of goal. Like you may have to leave a job in order to obtain this new, you know, your goals. Maybe enter a new community, maybe start a community. For some of you who are like self-employed, you could be like creating your own business. But I feel like there's just a focus of like enjoying where you're at, and then just like enjoying the people who you spend your time with, enjoying how you spend your time. And again, having that like work-life balance, play, energy, kind of like all working out is kind of what I'm getting. So that's kind of what I see for you, Leo. Again, like I don't really see, I see there being people around you. I don't know if there's a specific love situation here. I actually see you leaving somebody or like letting go of a King of Pentacles energy, which again doesn't have to be the earth sign. It could just be the energy that that person is in. But I see you breaking free, or like this person or this situation of this King of Pentacles being a block. So some of you, that's your career too. And it's like going out, having more fun, right? Especially, like I said, if you want to find love. I feel like it's going to be a really good month for you guys to start socializing again. So that is what I have for you, Leo. We are going to move on to Virgo. All right. Let's see what is going on. Some of you are ending a karmic cycle or a karmic situation. Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? Yeah. What I say, we have willing release. Some of you are letting go of a karmic, and we have envy. Yeah. Some of you, this is just like letting go of envious energy, like especially if there's a situation where somebody did you wrong is kind of what I'm getting. You're kind of letting go of that like toxic negative energy in your situation. You're kind of trying to just be free. And again, these dandelions here are the white ones. So this is like, I'm pretty sure after they've died, they always like start out yellow and then they go into this like death energy and they just kind of like, then they release all the seeds, right? So you're like planting new seeds, but ending one phase. And I feel like it's almost like for some of you, this is like an outlook perspective. Like if you're someone who's jealous or envious, it's like you're almost like you're letting that go, and it's like a need for gratitude more so, you know? Others of you, this is like releasing an energy of the past that releasing an energy of the past that just was not positive. It wasn't a good situation, I don't feel. This person may not like the fact that you've broken free from them either. 7 of Wands in your situation here, Virgo. Your block is the Queen of Cups. Your outcome, we have the Fool. Again, releasing yourself from something here. To overcome the block, we have the Knight of Swords. High Priestess here at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of you are not possibly talking to somebody. Like I feel like there could be somebody or a situation here that's blocked, or especially with the High Priestess, like I just feel like not really expressing yourself to a person, or you're just focused on yourself. Some of you have really retracted your energy from a person or a situation here, and you're letting yourself go. And I do see yourself like starting a new cycle, releasing yourself from something, and just like, again, not knowing where you're going, but just like taking that leap of faith. Like, you know what? It can't be any worse than what it is here. So I feel like there's definitely a situation where you've like stood your ground and it's like you're not going back to. It's interesting because your challenge here is the Queen of Cups. So some of you, your challenge is like being open to expressing how you feel. But others of you, your block or your challenge is that you're too open. So for some of you, if you know that you're somebody who overgives a lot, your energy or your advice here is to be a little less giving emotionally, like cutting to the chase and being more assertive, is kind of how I feel. And others of you, because I kind of see this as like you no longer, if you see the way that it's like there's the boundary here, you're no longer accepting or giving too much to the situation. Some of you are cutting this person off as well, or are needing to, but you have a hard time because of the emotional side of things. So it's like, especially the Queen of Cups being clarified by the Knight of Swords, like that's a very abrupt, assertive energy, the Knight of Swords. So it's like, instead of being loving, caring, and emotional about a situation, not being that way is kind of what I'm getting. So it's like, don't, you're no longer overgiving. I feel like that's been your challenge in past relationships, is that you've given so much, Virgo, and haven't received anything in return, or it was like not a good situation, and you're realizing that like I've been overgiving and to people who don't deserve that, you know? And so I think that's why you're breaking free or wanting to kind of stand your ground. Others of you who don't give or don't open up emotionally, I almost feel like you're just not wanting to open up emotionally to this person. Like there's a need for you to tell somebody how you really feel, almost, if you don't, if you're somebody who keeps things closed off. But for a lot of you, I'm getting that you're more of like the overgiver in this situation. And trusting your intuition here in this situation, I feel like that's why a lot of you are breaking free of this, or wanting to like release yourself from this energy. You know it's the right thing to do in your situation. I feel like you're going to really enjoy this month with the Fool card. I feel like even just like the rest of your summer, especially if you've already kind of released this, I feel like you're going to start to enjoy the rest of July and the rest of the summer. So the 7 of Wands is clarified by the 9 of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely a guard up towards the past and like a protective energy for yourself. there's like old shit, old baggage from the past with the Nine of Wands here that I feel like you've been holding on to. And you're like, I need to stand up for myself. I need to really kind of, you know, discern what's for me and what's not, you know? What am I continuing to carry on and what am I not? Because I feel like a lot of you are done with a certain cycle that you've been in. You're definitely hitting that like point where you're like, I'm over it, especially with the Nine of Wands. Like that's very close to the Ten of Wands. The Nine of Wands is like, it's done. The Ten of Wands is like, you're still holding on to it. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of done with this situation. Let's clarify the Fool. The Lovers. So again, a lot of you are going to make this choice. I do see the Hierophant kind of peeking out here at the bottom. So some of you could enter a new relationship. And others of you, this is like a choice to just break free. You're going to be choosing to move on, move forward, break free from a situation here that, again, just isn't serving you. You could be dealing with an Aries. We have Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I feel like, and again, like that could be somebody that you end up dealing with for some of you, because some of you are definitely going to be ending up in a relationship to some capacity, or just breaking free, ready for a new relationship, some of you. But I do see with the Hierophant here, it's like there could definitely be an opportunity for a new commitment coming in, or you're just ready for that, you know? You're just going to be ready, no longer are dealing with this situation. So I do see you getting rid of this energy that you're probably currently in, letting go of something here and moving forward in a more bright, optimistic space. So that is what I have for you, Virgo. Hopefully that resonated for you guys. We will move on once I get these cards situated. All right. Let's see. Libra. Let's see. What does Libra need to know? We have imperfect harmony and journey. So, some of you are, I'm getting like the Justice card. So some of you could be starting a new relationship with somebody, or just even a new contract for some of you. Like you're starting out a new phase in life. It's taking you down a new road, I feel, for a lot of you with this Journey card. You've packed your bags, you're ready to go. You're kind of like walking and crossing the bridge to a new phase in your life. And I feel like it's actually really good for you with this imperfect harmony. It's like meant to happen right now. And for some of you, what I want to say is like, if this is something that you're finally moving forward in that, you know, has taken you a while to get to this point. So like, let's say, I don't know, let's say you want to start a business and you're like, man, like it's been 3 years of me trying to build this business and it's like just now it's starting to take off. It's because it's meant to take off now. It wasn't meant to take off 3 years ago. So sometimes things get delayed and we think it's like, oh my gosh, I've procrastinated on everything. And that's why it's delayed. But sometimes the universe has helped us delay things in a way that like, in a way that is meant to happen because we're just not ready for it in the moment, you know? And I think a lot of times when we look back on things, you're like, yeah, 3 years ago, I wasn't ready for that. The other thing too is that because I'm getting the Justice card, obviously that's your card, Libra. So I feel like you're on the journey to find something that works for you, find something that feels balanced, feels harmonious for you. Something that is more in line with your own tune, is what I'm getting. So I'm kind of getting a little bit of like Judgment energy where it's like, this is meant for me. Something that's in alignment with you is what you're looking for and what you're moving towards. So a lot of you, again, are just like walking your path. So let's see. Ace of Cups for the situation. So there could be new love possibly in your situation here. Your block is the Nine of Cups. Interesting. Your outcome, ooh, 3 of Swords. We'll see what that's about. How to overcome this block of the Nine of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. Interesting, interesting. Some of you could be leaving a situation. We do have the Ace of Cups in this, and I feel like there's a lot of love here. This is like a lot about love this month for you, Libra. What feels good to you, what emotionally fulfills you as well. You're looking for what emotionally fulfills you. And I feel like we will clarify the Ace of Cups and the Three of Swords, but I feel like, so in your block, we have the Nine of Cups. Some of you, it's like where you're looking for happiness. So some of you, if you're looking externally for happiness, like it's always within you, you know? The Nine of Cups is like self-fulfillment. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups, it's like nurturing yourself, looking at yourself, loving yourself, like self-love. So your block could be self-love. You know, look after yourself like you're your own mother, is kind of what I'm getting. Especially emotionally, because I feel like this could be a little bit of an emotional roller coaster for you guys this month, especially with the Three of Swords and the outcome. We're going to clarify what that's about. Hopefully it's that you're moving on from that. But I feel like, yeah, there's just like an element of like, where are you looking at love? Where are you looking for love? Where are you looking for your happiness? Because a lot of times we have to find it within ourselves before we can find it externally. So it's like you have to have the Nine of Cups before you can have the Ten of Cups, you know? So it's moving down this, some of you are really moving down this road of self-development and self-care, self-love, right? Starting at the Ace of Cups to try and find that Nine of Cups because it's blocked from you right now. Some of you might find some stuff that just doesn't feel very good, right? If you're doing any sort of shadow work, it's like looking at your pain, looking at your hurt, looking at the things that, I mentioned the Judgment card. So it's like looking at the things that have ended in your life that haven't felt very good, but they've led you down this path, right? You've learned from them in some capacity, or you're going to be. And then with the Seven of Cups here at the bottom, like there's a little bit of an illusion here and confusion. But I do feel like you have a lot of options at the same time. So it's like there's a lot of ways that you can, a lot of different ways that you can move down this path of, it's almost like bringing yourself back into emotional alignment or harmony in that sense. What's this Ace of Cups? Knight of Cups. There could definitely be, this is either you guys moving forward on your path when it comes to love, looking for that Ace of Cups, right? Or this could be somebody who's in your life currently that has come forward or will be coming forward in July. But again, it's like, don't look for your happiness inside this person. Like, have the self-love on your own. There's a lot of water here. What's this Three of Swords? Knight of Swords. Something hurts you this month. Like something doesn't feel great. We go from all this water energy to the outcome being the Three of Swords, Knight of Swords. So I don't know if there's, I almost want to clarify, what's this Knight of Swords? I didn't do this for any other signs so far. Six of Swords. Yeah, some of you like, I don't know, somebody gets cut off, there's a lot of swords energy here. You're walking away from a situation, but I actually feel like it's moving you, like the Six of Swords is moving from rocky waters or kind of chaotic waters into something better. And again, water, emotion, right? So something that emotionally didn't feel very good, I see you moving on from that. So I'm not sure if that's this person or this situation currently. Some of you, it's just like things that don't feel good, you're letting those go. You're moving forward, again, on your path, your journey. Some of you literally are traveling, for some of you, or moving. But I do feel like with this imperfect harmony, it's like you're moving in the right direction, Libra. But I feel like this could definitely be a very emotional month for you with all this water and then the air energy. But I kind of feel like there's still this energy of like things working out the way that they should, especially the Knight of Swords being clarified by the Six of Swords. Some of you, this is you moving on, like cutting somebody out as well, breaking somebody else's heart. So kind of keep that in mind, right? Because you may be in a situation where you're going to choose you. And that might be the hard part in this situation. There might be somebody who comes in who's very charming, very alluring, but there might be an element of like, is this what I want? Do I want this situation, right? So maybe you're letting somebody else go as well. That could be very possible. So I see you kind of like packing your bags and moving on from something here in one way or another, whether that's because somebody leaves you or you leave somebody else. Some of you, it's like you leaving somebody else. So that is what I have for you, Libra. We are going to move on to Scorpio. Let's see. Let's see, Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpio. We have Rest and Rejuvenation. Number 19 breaks down to a 10. And we have Awakening Genius. I love this card. It's so bright and fun. Number 29, which breaks down to an 11. So 111 could be significant for you guys in the sense of maybe you see that a lot. Also, just 1111. I see you guys completing something, like resting from the ending of a cycle, but it's like awakening a new aspect of yourself. Some of you are really going through a lot of upgrades this month. Opening up to new things, new places, new people. Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. Scorpio for July 2021. I just see you becoming very wise. Very wise. Very intuitive as well for some of you. We have the Two of Wands as your situation. Your block here is the Nine of Wands. Your outcome is the Page of Pentacles. And how you overcome this Nine of Wands in your block, we have the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Two of Pentacles. So there's definitely like an element of like choice possibly for you, Scorpio, this month. I see you looking at something from a different perspective though. And almost like not really planning, but really kind of not even strategizing. It's not that in depth of like, it's not analytical. It's more intuitive and flow based of like, where am I going? It's very, I don't know if philosophical is the word, but it's very like, what is the meaning of life? You know, like it kind of has that vibe to it where it's like, where am I going? What am I doing? What feels good to me? What doesn't feel good to me? Looking at things and you're like, oh, is that where I want to go? Like, I feel like you will eventually have a plan and like strategize a little bit more, but it's like right now you're kind of in this like, this energy of like, what feels good to me? What feels good to me? And your block here, we have the Nine of Wands. It's like, what are you holding on to? What things are you still, what baggage, what things from your past are you still holding on to that maybe you need to to heal from? Sorry, I'm just going to grab a drink of water. There we go. Should be okay. Okay, so the Nine of Wands, yeah, it's like, what do I need to heal from? What am I holding on from my past? Whatever that is. That could be anything. That could be like how I talk to myself or a person, a situation, a job, whatever. It's something that you hold on to that I don't feel like you tell people about. Like it's like an internal feeling or something that you just don't feel very good about, or things that you don't feel very good about that you've held on to. And I feel like you're starting to let that go. And the way to let that go is to show yourself compassion. Love yourself. Show yourself compassion. Some of you as well, this is like showing compassion for others, you know, especially if there's been past baggages where people have like kind of let you down, or people have not treated you properly, or just like shitty situations. It's like showing compassion for yourself and other people from your past in order to move forward. And I feel like you guys are starting to do that. Like I do feel like, especially with this awakening genius, you're looking at things from all different perspectives. Again, you're very wise. You're healing a lot, I feel, from your past. And now it's like you're starting to look forward. I do see you starting out on this kind of like new journey. Some of you are learning something new with this Page of Pentacles. There could be communication coming in for you as well in some aspects. Some of you, it's like for your career. But there's an element of balance as well, like stabilizing things in your environment, but also with three twos here, the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles, there's a choice here. And it's like, am I going to stay stuck or am I going to move forward? That's what I'm getting. Am I going to stay stuck or am I going to move forward? I feel like a lot of you are looking to move forward with that Two of Wands in your situation. So let's see what the clarifier is for that. Three of Swords, yeah. Moving beyond the hurt, the pain, the shit that you guys have been holding on to, looking past that, healing from it to move forward. You're starting to see life, I think, or your life in a different perspective. Like, I don't have to stay in this energy just because I was hurt. Doesn't mean I have to stay in it. Doesn't mean I have to associate myself with it. I don't have to continue to hang on to it. I can acknowledge that it's there and that it happened, but I don't need to stay in it. And again, that comes with like showing compassion for yourself and other people. And looking at what it is that you learned. What did you learn from this situation? What did you learn from the past? Let's see what this Page of Pentacles is. Nine of Cups. Some of you are starting something new that you really enjoy. And again, some of you, it's like starting the journey of like happiness, self-fulfillment, just like feeling really good. There's like a beginner mindset here with this Page of Pentacles, like willing to learn about you and yourself, what makes you happy. Some of you are going to be really, what's making me think of this, the Nine of Cups can sometimes, people talk about it being like addictions, right? Self-fulfillment in that sense, or something kind of like, not ego-based, but it fulfills a need. But I feel like almost like this new thing, it's not toxic in that sense. It's just like you really enjoy it. You really enjoy something. And so you're willing to spend a lot of time and energy into it with that Page of Pentacles. You're willing to learn a lot about something. And some of you, this is just about, again, like you and what makes you happy. I think you're going to find something. Some of you, it's like a new project, a new hobby, something like that that makes you really happy. A new passion that you, I feel like practically are learning a lot about. Like you may physically be like reading something or looking something up or maybe taking a class or something like that. That it's just, again, it's like you really enjoy it. You go from the Three of Swords to the Nine of Cups. And I feel like you're starting to awaken to like, I don't have to sit and not enjoy life. I can actually do things that I enjoy and not stay in that like crappy energy. So that's kind of what I have for you, Scorpio. I feel like you guys are going to be healing a lot over this next month. Resting. Some of you are going to have a lot of vacation time as well. That like, again, it's going to give you more time to do things that you enjoy. So, and some of you are just actively choosing to take time to do things that you enjoy. But there's a need for you to like show compassion to yourself and to other people, especially when it comes to your past. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. We are going to move on to Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, we have Magician in the Mirror. Number 53 breaks down to an 8. And we have Beautiful Uncaging. Number 14 breaks down to a 5. Some of you are seeing the power within yourself. You're opening yourself up, Sagittarius. Some of you, this is also like manifesting love as well. But also seeing that love starts within yourself is what I'm getting. Like the Magician in the Mirror is giving me this vibe of like what I want in other people, I see in myself. kind of energy, where it's like almost like an energy of like, I deserve love. And so you're starting to like unlock your heart here. So you're opening up to something that feels really good, opening yourself up to your emotions. Some of you are opening yourself up to a person. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius in July 2021. I don't think I called you Scorpio, but if I did, I'm sorry. I meant Sagittarius just now. Sagittarius for July. What's going on for my Saggies? Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is your situation. Your block is the Knight of Cups. Okay, interesting. The outcome is the Devil. And how you overcome the Knight of Cups in your block is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. Interesting energy. I do see you guys going out and trying to find this Ten of Cups. Like, this is kind of your focus, I feel, for July. Like, what makes me happy? Enjoying time with others and family and friends and looking for family. Some of you are looking for a relationship, right? Like, you're starting to open yourself up to love. Moving on from the past, right? Starting to open yourself up to love. And I feel like you're open to the idea of it. But I feel like almost with your block being the Knight of Cups, it's like your block is actually pursuing it. So, which is an interesting, because I do feel like you're starting to open up here, but it's like it's still a block. So this is something that I feel like you're manifesting it, but you also have to actively take action towards it. So you're trying to create it. I feel like some of you could be, I don't know, this Devil in the outcome here is kind of giving me vibes of like still staying stuck, still being stuck. There could be a karmic situation here as well. Your advice to overcome your block here with the Knight of Cups is the Eight of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like there's an element of like work or strategy as to like how you're going to put yourself out there. Maybe really just like looking at the details of things. Some of you, this is also like looking at the fact that you're not actively putting yourself out there, Sagittarius, which is interesting because I don't feel like Sag is usually like that. You could have Capricorn in your chart or water, because those are strong here. But yeah, there's something of like looking at the details, maybe not focusing on it a whole lot as well for some of you, like focusing on other things, focusing on like the task at hand. But there's an energy of like, if you want it, you have to go out and get it. Some of you are too focused on it as well with this Devil energy. Let's see what this Ten of Cups is. Three of Cups. So there are people around you. You are enjoying spending time with people. A lot of you are trying to, again, find this energy here. Sorry, I just need to straighten out this leg. It's like getting kind of cramped up. So some of you, again, this is what you're looking for. Some of you want a reconciliation. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes with the Devil here. Some of you, there could be reconciliation energy. But this is all about like happiness and joy and like enjoying who you spend your time with. You're looking for things that emotionally fulfill you, not this. You're walking away from the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from things that no longer serve you in order to go towards something that does serve you. Let's see what the Devil is. Eight of Wands. Some of you are moving on from being stuck. There could also be communication from a karmic situation here for some of you. Again, like I'm kind of getting like past energy. What's this Eight of Wands about? The Page of Swords. So somebody who's kind of got their eye on you. Again, I feel like it's somebody who can't let you go. I feel like is going to be communicating with you. And if a lot of you, this is also looking like, what keeps me stuck? What have I been focused on? Some of you are just really focused on moving forward, or like, yeah, just like really over analyzing something is almost what I feel. If it's not a past person. But there's something here that's hasn't left, or it's sticking around, something that's keeping you blocked, that I feel like you're trying to move forward, but you're almost like trying to figure out, how do I do that? For some reason, you're blocked in how to move forward, or you're not moving forward in something. And I feel like it's also still affecting you kind of in the near future. Like, there's a need for you to really look at why you're not able to move forward in something, or why you're not able to move forward away from something as well. We have a lot of 8s here, so it's like cyclical. You're stuck in like a pattern, because even the Magician in the mirror breaks down to an 8, and he's got the 2 things in his hands. So it's like, you know, the balance of those 2. Like, I'm getting like the 8 and the infinity sign energy, Sag. So there's some pattern that you're stuck in. You need to figure out why. Because I feel like you want this 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, you want this happiness, but there's something you can't either let go of, or you can't move forward in for some reason. It's not really giving me why, other than that you're trying to do this. So I feel like your advice is to look at the details of things, like look at things a little bit closer. What's blocking you from moving forward and uncaging this emotion, this love, opening up to it. So interesting energy here for July. A lot of emotion I've noticed for the fire signs. I think there's been a lot of water energy. Obviously we're in Cancer season, so that kind of makes sense. But yeah, I feel like all the reads have actually been pretty different, which is nice. But yeah, that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. I do see you guys wanting to break free of something, but for some reason you're still stuck. So it's like looking at, like, why is that happening? So, moving on. We are going to move on to Capricorn. So, Capricorn. All right. We have Great and Full, number 4, and we have First Chakra, 35. So 8 and 4 is what those 2 numbers break down to. There could be new love, possibly, for some of you. So the base chakra is the root chakra. That's all about like stability, foundation. Can be a little bit of that like passionate energy as well, because it is a lower chakra, so it's kind of fire energy. But we do have the Ace of Cups here with Great and Full, so there is some sort of like I don't know, like love almost for some of you. Some of you are just feeling very emotionally stable at this point this season for July. But I feel like there's something new here that I feel is bringing some sort of stability into your life. Some of you, this could be a masculine as well, if this is love related. But if it's not love and it's more like career for you, you're feeling very stable with a new opportunity. And it makes you very happy, the new opportunity as well. So your situation is the Knight of Pentacles. Your block is the Lovers. Your outcome is the Star. And your advice to overcome the block, which is the Lovers card, is Justice. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Cups. So you guys have been definitely taking your time here, Knight of Pentacles. There's slow progress, slow movement forward that I feel like you're making this month. This could be with regards to this new endeavor, whether that's love. This could be somebody on their way to you as well, Capricorn. The Lovers in your in your block, I almost feel like there's a choice. And again, some of you it is love. But it's almost like making the right choice. Making the right choice. Like if you want this Lover's energy, there needs to be balance, harmony, weighing the pros and the cons. A lot of you, this is relationship based. Some of you, it's a Libra, Gemini. We have Aquarius here that you could be dealing with, because we do have the Ten of Cups here at the bottom. And I do see the Star and the wish fulfillment. Some of you, this is healing something from the past, whether that's with a person or just restoring the karma in your love life. I almost didn't finish that sentence. So restoring karma in your love life. And I feel like this is all about like not making the choices you've made in the past, learning from your mistakes. This is what this is. So this is like, I don't know, for some of you, there might be like temptation to fall back into old patterns. Your advice is to remember, what are you trying to achieve? You're trying to achieve balance and harmony. You're looking for stability in love or stability in your situation. And so it's like making the choice that's actively going to get you there, making the right choice when it comes to love. Because I feel like if you do that, we have the Star here, you're going to get what it is that you're looking for. So I kind of see you like moving almost like in caution, moving slowly because you don't want to make a mistake. But also the Knight of Pentacles like always gets to where they're going. And I feel like with this root chakra, this base chakra energy, it's like finding the stability in your life again in order to make the right choices. I feel like a lot of you are finding more stability in your life, and like you have the power to obtain what it is that you're looking for, but also the challenge, or what you're perceiving as the challenge, is like making the right choice, if that makes any sense. Because I feel like there's an energy of like not wanting to make the same mistakes over and over again, you know? So let's clarify what this Knight of Pentacles is. Ten of Pentacles, yeah, you're moving towards like Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. You guys are moving towards long-term stability, commitment. And again, it's like that's what you're wanting to achieve. So that's where I feel like this Justice card in your advice comes out, where it's like making the right choice that's going to lead you in the direction that you actually want. So if there's a situation that shows up that you're just like, oh, that kind of looks good, but it's like, does that get you where you want to go? You know, like not being tempted by things that are very similar to old patterns that we've been in. Restoring karma. Again, it's like you want the Lovers, but are you going to be tempted by the Devil, right? Because the Devil is the inverse of the Lovers card there. So it's like if you want to make progress and you want to move towards this Ten of Pentacles, we got to make the right choices for ourselves here in July. So the Star is clarified by the Two of Wands. Yeah, it's going to be coming in. Your wish fulfillment's going to be coming in. I don't really see it coming in July, but I do see like progress being made. You are moving forward. And again, it's like, it's all based on the choices that you make this month. So if you're going to choose to stay in situations that you know don't serve you, and you go back to old situations, it's like you're not going to progress forward. So I feel like you guys have an amazing opportunity really this month to really progress in your life, Capricorn. It's just a matter of like, again, the choices that you're making. But I feel like a lot of you are finding a lot more stability and moving towards new things here this month, because you do want this and you know what you want. It's just, again, some of you may be tempted or swayed by the past or other things in your life. Maybe there's distractions around you, and it's like you have to stay the course if you want to get to this Ten of Pentacles, you know? Some of you, this definitely, it could be even money and career, but for a lot of you, I'm seeing like more relationship-based stuff, like long-term commitment things. Choosing something that's in alignment with you. Some of you could be signing a new contract. It's something that brings you joy, brings you happiness. Some of you, it's both. Like you're focused on long-term stability in general in your life, and it's like who fits, who doesn't, what fits, what doesn't. And again, it's being able to discern and make the right choice. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. I feel like I keep repeating myself. I don't know how long that was, but I feel like your message was very cut and dry. So that's what I have for you, my Capricorns. All right. Aquarius. I'm just going to shuffle these up. Aquarius, Aquarius. All right. What does Aquarius need to know? We have indecision, number 8. And we have exposed and revealed, number 21. Breaks down to a 3. Okay. I'm getting 2 messages. They're kind of just like almost like the inverse of each other in a way. So if you don't know what to do, it will be revealed to you this month. Others of you are starting to see the truth of a situation and now you don't know what to do about it. There's something that's being illuminated for you, Aquarius. But there's like not sure what to do about it. Like what direction, what do I do with this now? Or like what do I do with this information even? So you're almost at a crossroads is what I'm feeling, because there's something you can't unsee. There's something you can't unsee. So let's see, Aquarius. What's going on in July 2021 for you, Aquarius? Okay, I'm going to put these back. But with the 8 of Swords, the King of Cups, 10 of Swords, there's something here. There's something that could be ending, and you're like, I don't know what to do about this. Aquarius, July. So we have the Hierophant in your situation. The Hierophant in your situation, your block here is the 4 of Cups. Your outcome is the Strength card. And your advice to overcome the 4 of Cups, which is in your block, is the 10 of Swords. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. You guys have learned something. There's been something with the Hierophant here. You've learned something. Something's been exposed, revealed. Some of you, it's within a commitment. Like it's like within a partnership of some sort. Some of you, this could even just be in your job. Like this could be honestly anything. I feel like there's a need for you to take action, or you're wanting to take action in a certain direction. But again, it's like there's an indecision aspect this month above like not knowing what to do. Some of you just really want a commitment, like you're trying to, I don't know, there's something either like commitment wise, whether again it's your job, your schooling, your relationships. Some of you are in a relationship, others of you are looking for a relationship, right? So it literally could be anything, but there's something that you're seeing that you can't unsee. But now you're kind of like, well, now what do I do? Your block here is the 4 of Cups. So there's an opportunity, or there's a situation. So some of you, this is an opportunity. Again, it's like the indecision around, you're not sure what to do with this. You don't know what to do. Some of you are very unhappy. Your block is that you're unhappy. You don't like what you do. Some of you, it's about going back to school even, right? Because you just don't like what you do. Some of you just really don't, you're not in alignment with your profession anymore, or the person that you're in a relationship with. But you're like, I don't know what to do anymore. Do I take it? Do I not? Do I continue down this path, or do I move in a new direction? You know, you're not happy with where things are at. Your advice here to overcome this is the 10 of Swords. Don't hold on to something that it's just going to make it more painful. You keep holding on to things, it's just going to feel more and more shitty, especially if it doesn't feel good. If it doesn't feel good, get rid of it. I'm getting like this saying that somebody I know says all the time, if it doesn't pay rent, get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like if it's not serving you, get rid of it. Don't hold on to it, because the 10 of Swords is something that we hold on to for too long, and it becomes more and more and more uncomfortable, more and more and more painful. So there's something here where it's like you don't know what to do about it, but you're almost holding on to it. Again, you can't unsee something. And I'm not sure what this is with regards to, but we have the Strength card and the outcome. So I do feel like whatever needs to be done, I feel like you're going to do it, Aquarius. And I do feel like there is action here eventually that you'll be taking. But I feel like you might kind of hold back before impulsively doing anything. Like, I feel like impulsively is not, you're not wanting to make a very quick decision. Let's see what the Hierophant is. 3 of Cups. So this could definitely be people around you. Some of you, this is like reconciliation, possibly. Could also just be people around you, like, again, family, friends, like people who you were committed to, people who you thought had the same belief as you, or entering a new belief system, even for some of you as well, like finding your group, your community. Some of you just feel like you don't have people around you that have the same views or are aligned with you. But this is like learning from people. For some of you, this is like the world, like something's being revealed to you that it's changing your belief systems. It's not what you used to believe in. And now you're like, well, now what the hell do I do, right? Like, everything's changing. But a lot of you, it's changing within your people, your environment, right? You're thinking about a new opportunity. We have the 3 of Cups, and then we have the 4 of Cups in the block. It's like, do I stay in the past with the 3 of Cups, or do I move forward? I feel like you've learned all that you need to know from this situation, these people around you. You've learned your lesson, but now it's like, okay, now am I moving forward? What am I doing? You know? What's the Strength card here? 10 of Pentacles. So, determined to get what it is that you want. I feel like you know what you want. There's something you can't unsee, but it's like the thing that you can't unsee is what you're holding on to. You're like, well, this doesn't serve me anymore, and that is not what I want. But I don't know if I should move towards the new thing. And it's like, the new thing, it's gonna be good. The new thing's gonna be good. We have the Strength and we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is like, some of you could be dealing with a Leo or a Taurus. It's like, yeah, I just feel like you guys are learning something. I am getting there's a strong energy, though, of holding back on opportunity, even. Holding back on opportunity, but something that could give you long-term stability. And I feel like if you just have the courage and the strength to go towards it and to take that action, it'll really pay off for you. There's a lot more abundance in one path versus another, and that's what your choice is. What do I want? Do I want the 10 of Swords, or do I want the 10 of Pentacles? Pretty easy choice if you ask me. But again, some of you are choosing to kind of hang on to something, even though you're like, man, I can't unsee where this is going or what's happening, and I need to move in a new direction. But I don't know what to do about it. It's like, you know what the answer is. You know what the answer is, Aquarius. You're just overthinking it, overanalyzing it, especially with that 10 of Swords. That's all like mental side of the things. Emotionally, you're not happy. Emotionally, you're not feeling it. You're not feeling good about it. What used to make you happy doesn't anymore. So your beliefs and your traditions and your values are all changing, right? So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. We are now going to move on to Pisces. Let's see. My Pisces here. Last but not least. All right. Pisces. We have Angel of Love, number 49. Breaks down to a 4. And we have Call of the Muse, 31, that also breaks down to a 4. You guys are kind of in your own kind of flow here, Pisces. I feel like I'm always in a whole nother world when I'm doing your reading. There's an element of like enjoyment. Like, I feel like you guys are really kind of in like a good space. Like, you're kind of in flow. Emotionally, you're feeling, I feel like, pretty good. But I feel like you're being called in a certain direction that you might be avoiding looking at, or like, and what I'm getting drawn to is Neptune is in retrograde. So it's like seeing through illusion and like that Piscean energy of being in that like dream state. It's like now it's like you need to come out of it. It's kind of what I'm getting. You're being called somewhere and it's like, are you paying attention? Is kind of what I'm getting. Some of you, it literally could be love. There could be somebody around you that also, though, there's an element of like your power. Wow, I just saw the Empress and the High Priestess. So Empress is your situation here. You're being called to step into your power for some of you. Some of you, this involves self-love. Like this is an element of like being in your flow state, being in just your power, your energy, you know, High Priestess. You guys are just like really like, I don't know, feeling yourself this month. Your block here is the Knight of Wands. Your outcome here, the High Priestess, which I just saw. Oh boy. And your outcome here with the Knight of Wands, or sorry, not the outcome, but your challenge here, your advice for it is the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. It's interesting because there's like challenge or competition around you, and it's like you're not even fazed by it. Like I'm just like, who are these people? They can't compete with me. You know, like there's like an energy of like people really trying, and it's like, no, I'm sorry, no. With your situation here this month being the Empress, there's definitely an element of like, with both of these energies, High Priestess, Empress, like being on your throne. And again, this is a little bit of like, this is Taurus and Libra energy. It's like being a little bit more practical and grounded, like needing to get out of the illusion. You can kind of go back to it later, you know? I feel like there's something you're trying to grow or something you're trying to create or move forward in something. Call of the Muse, like trying to move forward in something, but also being receptive. You're very receptive right now with the High Priestess and the Empress, like very much like your feminine energy is very strong. However, your challenge is the Knight of Wands, which tells me that like your challenge is taking action. Your challenge is moving forward with passion and inspiration. I don't think it's that you don't have the passion and the inspiration. You're just not doing the masculine thing by like taking action towards it. You're not moving, you're sitting and you're like allowing things to come towards you, which is amazing. But you're kind of in this like dreamy state with the Six of Cups. Like some of you are really just like reminiscing on things or really thinking about things a lot or just really enjoying the emotional side of things. But now it's time to move forward. Again, there's like, you're being called in a direction, but you're kind of, I don't want to say stuck because you have the Empress and the High Priestess here, but it's like, you're kind of like playing in the past. Now it's like time to like do something, move forward in something. Let's see what this Empress is. Five of Swords. There's definitely people around you. I don't know if they just like don't like where you're at or where you're going, but like there's competition for sure. I don't really feel like it's phasing you though. Some of you are like maybe struggling mentally to kind of like continue to move forward in something. Like, so if you feel there's something you definitely want, some sort of growth and expansion that you want, but with the Call of the Muse, the Knight of Wands in the block here with the Five of Swords, it's like you could be deceiving yourself. And some of you are like deceiving yourself by like staying in this like Six of Cups energy. The Six of Cups says like it's cool to have memories, it's cool to like look back on things and enjoy the memories and enjoy the past, but at some point we have to move forward. We can't be stuck in this energy forever. So it's like, don't get stuck in the past, we got to keep moving forward. But I do see changes coming in with these two fives. The High Priestess here, Seven of Swords. Some of you are just really focused on yourself, like you're just kind of doing your own thing, especially High Priestess and the Seven of Swords here. Those are both energies of like taking your energy back, retracting energy, doing what's best for you, knowing what's best for you. Especially if like, I don't know, some of you have had to leave a situation. What's the Seven of Swords? Seven of Wands. You're protecting yourself from something. Your intuition is going to be on point this month. But there's an element or a need to protect yourself from a situation or a person. Moving towards more of what feels good rather than this like deceptive energy. I feel like there's deceptive like conflict type energy around you. It's this Five of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Some of you, it's your family, the people you work with, your friends, like people who you consider family. Some of you are just struggling to, or very determined to, like you have a very strong passion or goal to achieve abundance, bring in abundance. Some of you it's a family, some of you like it's love. But your challenge is moving on from the past. So again, it's like taking action taking action to move into that instead of like waiting for it to come towards you. Because I feel like it's kind of been a struggle. But you are fighting for what you want and protecting your energy. I see with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So it's interesting. It's like this month is going to be a month of like moving towards what feels good. You know, if it feels good, move towards it. It's probably what's calling you. Listen to your intuition for sure, but don't be afraid to take action. Because for some of you, not taking action is actually going to be self-sabotaging you. It's going to be blocking you. Rather than like moving you more towards like the Ten of Pentacles, the Empress energy of like growth, expansion. If that makes any sense. So it's like there could be a little bit of struggle in the change. Because some of you are trying to move on from the past. Or you're being called to move on from the past. But you're kind of like, if you don't wake up to the call and you're focused on, you know, something else here with the Angel of Love, I feel like there's a lot of potential for you to move in a really good direction. But it's like, are you willing to fight for it? Are you willing to go towards it? Or are you going to hold back from it? So that is what I have for you, Pisces. Hopefully that resonates for you guys. That is the messages for July. I did this reading. The July like individual monthlies will be out next weekend. But thank you guys so much for watching and watching and liking and subscribing and all that good, wonderful stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Hopefully it resonated. Again, you can check out your sun, your moon, your rising. And if you guys want, you can follow me down on Instagram. The link for that is down below. I do different readings and posts over there all the time. So definitely check that out if that's something that interests you. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful month if I do not see you again, but hopefully I do. Wonderful month, wonderful day. And I will see you guys in the weekly reads, okay? Bye.